I got one! Great kid, don't get cocky. All this sounds very familiar.
Hello and welcome to another episode of ShowHammer, where we're talking about the latest Star Wars show, Ahsoka. This is Season 1, Episode 3. So this week's episode is good. I'm going to put that straight out. It's also an awful lot A New Hope. I'm sorry, there are certain points where you just look at it and go, yeah, they're treading old ground here in a new way, and I appreciate the references, and it's actually working out. We're starting to see Ahsoka trying to stay the stoic Jedi, the master, the one that's teaching the pupil, but you can see that she's starting to warm up to Sabine already. And that's good. There's a lot of Obi-Wan in her, but you can see that she's got a hell of a lot of influence from Luke Skywalker. Luke becomes this very stoic guy in the later Star Wars episodes, like 7 and 8. He's far less the cocky, oh no, blah, 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 kind of guy. The annoying little kid in the first episode. Let's put it that way. Well, say first episode, episode 4, but it was the first episode. But you know what I mean. So he's far more laid back, he's far more stoic, he's far more becoming the Jedi Master. Ahsoka's doing the same thing. Sabine is in the role of Luke Skywalker from episode 4. And that works out for her. It's a good role for her to be in because it brings people into the ways of the Jedi as they stand now post Return of the Jedi. There were some good references in the form of the battle where Sabine is in the gunner's seat and she's essentially being Luke Skywalker from episode 4 again. And then you see the big hyperspace ring, but it's in the distance and it's the big circle that gets revealed. Kind of has a Death Star vibe. Loving it, especially when we see the evil woman on the big ring, and it's definitely Tarkin. It's Tarkin in the big Death Star room. It's really, really well done. As a result, it feels far more like Star Wars than the previous 2 episodes had. It feels comfortable. It feels familiar. It feels like this is something that's going somewhere. And I really, really like it. There's not a lot actually happens in this episode, but it's paced very well. And as a result, it didn't feel like a full episode. I actually thought, wow, that didn't feel like we were watching it long enough when it got to the end credits. So that's a good sign. If you're so into it that you've lost track of time, that is a good sign. So I have no problem with saying this one is excellent. Get through the first 2 if you can, because this one is worth it. I wouldn't normally say that because I am very much a fan of the view that saying it gets better later is a bad thing when it comes to any kind of storytelling. We have so many options these days that saying, oh, just bear with it because it gets good, is not good enough. You've got to hit the ground running these days, because I can go off and watch something else. I can go off and watch 1,000 other things right now and they'll all be new to me. So I don't like the idea of saying it gets good later, but if you are willing to bear with the first 2 episodes, which are far too slow, this one is very much better paced. I still think we need more from this new Dark Jedi woman, because we still don't know what her deal is. I want to see where she's going, because I really think this is Mara Jade in the new in the new Disney universe, and I want to see whether I'm right about that. And also, if I'm not, I want to see who this person is and what she's about, because all we've seen so far is that she's a little bit grumpy and she hangs around with the giant dude. And I need to see more of him too. There wasn't an awful lot of him. It was very much Sabine and Ahsoka's story, which is perfectly fine. I want to see that, but I need to see where they're going with the other ones. But on the whole, this is definitely getting a very solid 8.5 out of 10. I want to see more. It's very interesting. Let's see how next week goes. Okay, that's all we got time for. These are very, very quick reviews. I don't try to go into too much depth. That's for a retrospective once the show is over. But I'm very much looking forward to seeing where they're going with this, because right now it's packing in an interesting amount of information, but I need to go deeper and I want to see what happens as a result. So I'm looking forward to next week. Take care. Have a great day. Remember to click that like button, and may the force be with you. Bye for now. If you like the show, please consider supporting me on Patreon. It really does help create future videos. That's patreon.com/Zoe Kirk Robinson. And I've got an extra special thanks going out to Chief89, Sam Yates, Retro Mickey 82, Mo Henry, and George Bortorini. Thank you so much, guys.